I am done with letting these negative and toxic prejudices rule, dictate, or have any control over me or my life anymore. I'm not going to waste any more time putting myself down because of the narrow-minded opinions of others. It's not worth my time, and it's not worth anybody else's. So, I'm adamant to change things now for the better. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to be doing a video about my own personal body image journey. As a heads up, I will be covering some subject matter such as body dysmorphia and mental health and illness, alongside toxic gay idolization and comparisons, within the, used within, superficial and shallow prejudices, which again can be triggering for a lot of people. So let me just go get my notes and then we'll get started. So hold tight and bear with me. So I'll start this video by just saying that I have struggled with body image for most of my life, and I've gone up and down in weight, and although that has rapidly changed, one thing that has stayed consistent is how poorly I've treated myself. The negative thought processes I've gone through, putting myself down by comparison, repeatedly being unkind to myself, and obsessing over the negatives, instead of, appreciating the blessing of a functioning, healthy body that I have, taking that for granted, which I really should not be doing. I was diagnosed with body dysmorphia some years ago, so I know that the way I often view myself is not a realistic depiction. But what really doesn't help is the very superficial and shallow expectations within the gay male community and culture. Growing up gay, you're exposed to a vast amount of toxic body shaming and comparisons within the gay community. The body is hypersexualized and worshipped, prioritised above all other attributes, and put on a pedestal of unrealistic and often unobtainable idolisation. I feel like we all need to be kinder to one another and to ourselves and respectful. What I can't stand is how some men who have these, idealised bodies feel like they have the right to belittle their fellow gay men and put them down as if they're, worth so much more than them. I think a lot of it's to do with insecurity, feeling like they have to be hyper-masculine to drown out any fears of being deemed weak and feminine, and that way they feel like they're on top of the social hierarchy and more heteronormative within the world, more normalised, and less of, a freak or weak. And, feeling like they have the right to put other people down, especially their fellow minority. They don't. They just don't. So I feel like we need to eradicate that from our, our contemporary mindsets and how we think and treat each other. Not everybody has a perfect gym cut body. I mean, the real percentage is so few do. And, for everybody it's not high priority on their list. It's not, it doesn't take away from them as a person, though. People come in all different shapes and sizes, and that doesn't make them of any less value. But so many are made to feel that way, to shocking extent as well. And I have sessions of categories, idolisations, a mask for mask, tribes, twinks. They just cause more divisions between the minority. Take people for what they are, not what you expect and the fantasy role you want them to fulfill and be. Real life isn't a porno, it's just not. Take people for real people, fellow gay men, they're people first, right? It's sad because I could have formed so many relationships, friendships with so many other gay men, if it wasn't for their harsh prejudices and preferences on me and my body and image, which got in the way, and they never got to know me as a person, which also left me feeling unworthy, isolated, and alone. I feel like what a catalyst for this and what really intensifies it is apps like Grindr, where although it has its positives where you can connect with people and it's one of the few accessible ways as gay men you do have that ability due to minorities, there's so many less of us and it's so hard to actually distinguish who is gay and who isn't. But besides those positives, some of the real negatives, when you get keyboard warriors who feel like they can be as cruel and mean about others' appearances because they don't have to face the consequences, and it's a way for them to make themselves feel better about themselves for a short-lived thrill of putting other people down. But trust me, it doesn't work in the long run for them. They are just as unhappy as the people that they're, putting down and trying to make feel inadequate and less than them. I've been treated not worthy of interaction, acknowledgement, or respect by my fellow gay men when my body has been larger or I haven't looked my best. And it leads to obsessive and harmful thoughts. It has a huge impact on your self-worth and confidence. Being rejected by your own community when you're already a minority for the most superficial reasons and shallow reasons, when so many LGBTQ people rely on the support of the community, because they lack it in other parts of their lives. They might not have a strong family structure, they might have lost it, they might not have so many other, supportive structures which people within normative society do have. Making them feel even less and not part of the minority, not, good enough to be within the exclusive club is just, it's not right. I am done with letting these negative and toxic prejudices rule, dictate, or have any control over me or my life anymore. I'm not going to waste any more time putting myself down because of the narrow-minded opinions of others. It's not worth my time and it's not worth anybody else's. So, I'm adamant to change things now for the better. I'm adamant to change things now. I'm going on a healthy and positive body image journey. Started eating fresh, nutritious food, exercising more, going for more walks. I want a flatter, more toned body, not to be accepted or approved by others, but to prove to myself that I can take care of my body and evolve it athletically. I'm not interested in having big muscles or, having that typical idealised gay body that is pushed in our faces on the media and by our culture. Instead, I just want to be able to look in the mirror and feel like I'm doing the best I can, taking the best care of myself, my own health, and looking the best I can. And we know this has a positive mindset on our mental health as well. So I thought me putting this, new plan and goals out there in the world would solidify and motivate me more to actually achieve it and succeed. So please wish me luck. And again, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video and me kind of expressing and being open with you guys. Please hit like and subscribe like usual and follow me on Instagram, and I'll be back soon with more content. So thank you and goodbye. See you.